Good morning. It's 49 degrees. May 14th, Tuesday. High is supposed to be 79. Oh, my ear. I think I have an ear infection. My ear's been bothering me all morning. Oh, everything's pretty lush looking. Looking good. Still working on mowing the lawn. Got it all the way down. There's 3 strips in the middle there. That's really tough. Ooh, it's kind of chilly this morning. Ooh, look how pretty pink those are. They're as pink as my bubblegum socks. Ugh, those are cute. So pretty. Those ones are all dead. Ooh, it is kind of nippy. I'm gonna put up my robe hood. It's got like a little tiny bit of wind. I'll go along and see what's happening. Looks still smoky from that fire. There's like a fire over by 97. And it's like making me have a runny nose. So I have to kind of... look at how many have popped up now. Wow. Yesterday the chopper came. There was like an accident somewhere on one of the dirt roads out here. And I did like it must have been another new pilot. Ever since there was a chopper crash like 3 years ago or something like that. Since then they can't find pilots that know the area. So he's come in from over here. He goes across my yard. He circles. I finally give up, go in that, because my phone was on the charger. I was like out here and I'm like, okay. And then like, I'm like, man. And then so finally I was like, fine, then I'll videotape you. So I ran in, grabbed my phone. And I came out here and at that, and because he'd come back over here, because he's like circling, trying to figure out where he's supposed to land, because they still have not redone the white lines for the helicopter pad over there. So the choppers just don't know where to land. And it's like when I mow my lawn, for some reason from the air, they mistake my house for the fire department. I don't know. Come on. Red building. Like, seriously, if my house was red, I could understand. But no. Come on, pilots. Common sense. Common sense. Let's see. Look at those. Those are all those marigolds. And so then yesterday, I'm like trying to figure out, I still have that gigantic box full of marigolds, and I have literally planted marigolds in every little spot that I possibly can. I'm getting ready to mail 2 big bags of they're like the Ziploc bags, not the full gallons. I think they're like half gallons or whatever. I'm gonna mail 2 of those to my, I did move this. I put that over here now. It was over there. So I was like, I'll just go ahead and move it. Man, that thing is huge. That thing was so heavy. I couldn't believe how heavy that thing was. But I pulled it out of here. And so we'll see. I'm going to give up on these upper whatever flower, whatever thingies that I bought. I bought a bunch of those. And nothing I plant in them ever, It's too hot here, and like I'd have to constantly be out here watering it. They just dry out too fast. And I even put I don't know. I think I'm just going to think of something different instead of planting in those. Like, I don't know what to do with them. Maybe I can turn those into bird baths or something. I don't know. I'm going to have to think. Oh, I did weed over here. And I planted more marigolds. I started with, I got like along this edge. Was digging in here, planted, I'm going to leave the dandelions. I put marigolds in here. And then I went and I did marigolds all along this rim. All along this rim. So then I don't know if my ear's going to let me today, but I was going to weed this patch today and plant dwarf sunflowers. Then there would be the marigolds that would go around the inside of the yard. And then the inside of that will be sunflowers. Up to right here is what I was thinking, but I still have to, there are some sunflowers growing right now. Those are sunflowers. That's why I'm like walking on there's a bunch over here. So I figured I would just weed. It's supposed to be the high 75 today. So I'm going to weed this little bit and then maybe finish this. And then if I'm, if my ear's been bothering me since like about 3:30 this morning. I know I woke up and I was like, ugh. And then went back to sleep. Got up at 5:45 because it just was too much. I couldn't deal with it. And then now I'm just, trying to figure out why my ear is bothering me. And then that definitely drained more. But I think I need to lift it up because the dirt underneath of it isn't draining as good because it's compacted like this because it was part of a sidewalk before, and then I had that thing on top of it. So it was pretty compacted. So I think I need to have my son lift it, and I'll put 2 blocks on one end and then 2 blocks on the other end. And then it'll be a little bit in the air. And then also, I'd kind of like to get that thing out or wedge a stick or something, or a nail or something in the side of it so that it's like propped open slightly. That would be nice. Oh, I planted some marigolds in here. And let's see, I did quite a bit of planting yesterday. I was like, man, I'm just gonna go for gold. Might as well. Oh man, it's just getting pinker and pinker, and I've only been seeing a couple bees. I'm kind of like tripping because I haven't really been seeing very many bees yet. So I need to get some. And I'm letting all this flower out here, trying to bring the bees. And I just don't think the bees are that interested in whatever that weed is. You would think they would be. Oh, man, my stomach always growls when I'm talking to you guys. That's something against me. Okay, so we did pumpkin, watermelon, cantaloupe I did over there. And then right here, I think I did watermelon. Oh no, I think I did zucchini. And then I did watermelon like on the outside of this because This walk is really wide. I made it too wide. I did that on purpose because I wanted, just in case I needed more room, I wanted to go as far as I could. So I need to, like, my broom, it only goes like right here. Oh, and I planted something in between these two pots too. I think it was a watermelon. So my broom is like about a little less wide than that from the shoe mark. So I have all this space. And then the rope, so I can always, you know, fold the... And then on the other side of the rope is the marigolds. So, you know, like, it would work out. So I did watermelon all the way down. I planted the zucchini down there. And squash. I don't know. I filled in all the space that I didn't have anymore. I planted some cucumbers in front of that. I need to tie that thing up. The things on it. And then... yeah, so all this is filled. I can't plant. I'm pretty sure I'm down to right here. There might be a space over here. And if there is, I'll know within a week or two. Because if nothing comes up, well, then I'll just plant something. But I want to tie these up. And then I was saving this one for beans, but I think I'm going to do peas. And then, because another subscriber told me to save my beans for my sunflowers. So I have tons of places where I plant sunflowers that I can always put beans in front of. So I wanted to save these trellises for something else if I can do it with beans. And then I put in a bunch of corn. This is my outside corn. And then I still have my inside corn that I pre-started that I'm just waiting a little bit longer for. When these pop up, I'll transplant those out here because then I'll feel safe. Because I did great corn the first year, bad the first year, great the second year, bad the third year. So, like, I'm trying a couple different things to see, you know. I'm an unprofessional, so it could just be me. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, this is my onion that my Uncle Larry gave me like 2 years ago that I put in. It was a big white onion. I put it in there. So, I call it Larry now. My peas are doing good right there. And then I can't remember what I planted right here. It's either celery or lettuce. I don't remember because it's been a couple months. And I know I need to start keeping a journal, but... I got nothing better to do than solve a mystery. You know what I mean? Like, that's what's so great about it, is the whole point is figuring it out. Eventually, I'm going to get so good at planning stuff and just being able to look at it when it comes up that I'll know what it is. I can tell sometimes by looking at stuff. I've learned a lot just by looking at things. When you give it some time, and you can tell what it's going to be or what it is. Or even looking for, like these, I didn't know what this was forever. And it would bloom these beautiful white flowers that smell so amazing. And then I saw 2 of them in a thing at Habitat for Humanity, like a picture of them on these pots. And I bought these pots and it had those in them. So I ended up with 2 more of the exact same. They're all 3 white. And they come in all different colors, but man, they smell so good. And they're a tough flower because it's rough out here. Look, it's going to get ready to bloom soon. Already the buds on it. So I'm going to get 2, 3. I see 3 this year. I think last year I only had 2. Yeah, I'm gonna get 3 this year. So I had 1 the first year, 2 the second year, now 3 the third year. These ones were more, like when I took the piece of paper, when I unwrapped the pot, because it was like wrapped. And when I unwrapped it, they were already growing everywhere in it. There was greenery coming out. So these ones were really bushy. That's a bachelor button. So this one looks like I'm going to get a bunch from them too. And then also in this bed is those giant poppies. I had pink and red. I had pink last year in that bed, red last year in that bed. And I got those from the dollar store in a mixed garden variety. Every single thing that I've ever gotten from the dollar store as far as seeds, 100, I mean, their pots aren't that great. I know a lot of people do videos on their pots, but I have bought in a lot of their pots, and they don't last that long. They're very brittle. They're not, I prefer just to, I have so many pots that I don't want to buy pots anymore. They break. They're just, they don't handle, they don't do real well with the weather. Look at the birds. And, so I just prefer to put stuff in the ground. It works better. I do like my barrels. They are kind of spendy though. But I keep an eye on them. I've got mine for 15. 2 of them I got for 15. Then I also paid like $25 for 2 of them. And then $34 for 2 of them. So, and they're all exactly the same. The price just keeps going up, but I'm done. I don't need any more barrels. I'm happy with the ones that I've got. You know, I figure in a couple years, I'll start seeing those at Habitat for Humanity too. And then I'll just pick them up when I see them there, or tell Rick when they come in, set them aside, and I'll buy. But I don't really want to buy too many of them because I kind of don't like doing gardening in pots. I know that a lot of people have to because they're like in small spaces or small areas or whatever. But I don't need to because I have the space. So it's better to help try to keep prices on pots down for the people that don't have the space. So I'm going to really move towards not just recycling the pots. I do like the pots that I do have. But I notice with my dollar store pots, they break and they're really brittle. And I got these ones from the Dollar General, and you have to be careful with those. The one over here has a big old crack in it. Like, they are so brittle. This one right down here has a crack. So you do, and I was just a little rough with this one, and I learned quickly. I have 4 of them. And I paid $14 a piece for those. Well, 2 of them I got for $7 and 2 I got for $14 because there was a sign that said $7. And then they tried to make me pay $14, but there was a sticker on it that said $7. And it was the sticker that they put on there. It said half barrel planter pot 7. It was on sale. It was like on there was a whole bunch of them. I should have bought a bunch of them. But I only bought 2 because it was such a hassle. And, you know, like, because I wasn't going to buy it, like, and then I bought 2 for $14. And then I was, like, not thrilled with that price. And then I saw them on sale a year later for $7. So I bought 2, and then it was, like, a big hassle because they didn't want to sell it to me for $7, even though the whole entire display said $7. And there was like tons of them. It was, the whole display was that. They were like, the employee messed up and blah, 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 blah. And I was just like, okay, if you're not going to sell them to me for $7 a piece, then I'm not going to buy them. And then they finally agreed to sell it to me. And then I was like, I should have bought 4, but I was like, I didn't like the whole situation. It was too rough for me. So I was just like, oh, this is why I do not like shopping. I rarely go. I'm not a very good shopper. That's why I like going to Habitat for Humanity, because I can just ask Rick and look at something and be like, do you feel like it's a fair price? I say that to him a lot. And I'm like, well, do you feel like it's a fair price? And then I just stare at him. And then he's like, no, I would probably pay this. And then I usually get a decent price, a fair price, you know, because they can negotiate a little bit. You know, I don't have to call out a price, but I can look at something. Or if I've researched something and I've gone up and said, hey, wait a minute, like this is all over the place for like this. Then, like I got my lawnmower for $50. That was a good one. And then I got these lawn chairs over here for $20 for both of them. And that was really good because they're like, I don't know. I Googled them. It's like $100 just to replace one little piece of canvas on these things. It's ridiculous. I forget what these ones were. They're like Hampton Bay or something. They're really, really nice. I just don't care for the color, which I bought spray. I'm going to spray paint them dark brown so that they match their canvas piece better. I just didn't care for the color. Man, look at the flies. Weird. Alrighty. Oh, really? 21 minutes? Yikes. All right, everybody, I'm sorry, but look at that sky. Wishing you a wonderful day. I'm hoping the smoke has gone down quite a bit, but you can still see the haziness over by the mountain. That's Hagar. You can still see, and over there, that it's still a little smoky. But the wind isn't very much right now. Oh, the snow's almost melted. But there's still a haze of smoke from that fire that's somewhere. I don't know if it was a controlled burn or that got out of control, or if miraculously, you know, something happened. But it was pretty rough the last couple days. I'm thinking that it was a controlled burn that must have got out of hand because, oh, look at that yellow bird. Sorry, I swallowed wrong. That bird is so pretty. Whoa. What wonderful luck we had to be standing here and seeing that. I've never seen one like that color before. The yellow and black. They're always like brown or an orange color. That one is gorgeous. Ooh, look at all the leaves on the trees. Oh, wow. Oh, there's a bird up there. But it's not the same color, I don't think, as that one that was over there. Oh, man, did I look away and he flew away? It's exactly what happened. I did see a bird nest over there in one of the trees. Oh, it's right over there in that tree right there. It's really low. It's on the lowest branch, and I thought that was kind of odd for it to be like that. Anyway, I guess that bird left. So I wish you guys a happy, happy day. Peace, love, and happiness. Stay good. Ooh, look at that. It's a bird day. How exciting. Anyway, so look at my greeneries coming up finally on this tree. This branch doesn't. Oh, yeah. If this top piece. Oh, yeah, it's getting some. I'm going to have to nip off some of these dead whatever. This one's doing good, too. So I'll be having my tree back soon. All my trees are going to be full and lush again. Yay. All right, you guys have a good day. Bye.